Hello, everyone. Writer Coach Tony, and welcome back to my channel. Oh, there's like a hair in my screen. So, anyway, I'm doing another vlog, and it's a book review. It's on Bella Tuscany by Francis Mays. The Sweet Life in Italy. So, it's Bella Tuscany by Francis Mays. The Sweet Life in Italy. So, this is the book. This is the book review I'm going to make. So one of the places I'd like to visit in the future, it's also in my bucket list, is Italy. I've been to Europe, but I've never been to Italy. So definitely one of the places I want to visit if I do get the money and the chance and the strength to go there. And one of the places that's been highly touted, that has been made into movies, is the area of Tuscany. So I didn't really check the map where it is, but I've heard a lot of nice things about the place, and definitely some place I want to go in the future. But as for the book, I haven't read Francis May's other book. However, this one, because I've read two other travel books. This one, it does feature the different towns in Tuscany, but it focuses more on the food. No, I think Francis likes food a lot, so basically when she writes about it, most of the content is about the food, and then the people she meets, which is actually the part I really like, because she talks about different people that she meet, the butchers, the ordinary people. And what's good about her is that she can speak Italian. So although they try their best to speak Italian, but at least there's a rapport between them and the people that they meet. So when I read the book, she concentrates mostly on small towns, and then they don't have like a set itinerary. So they just go to places, and if there are open restaurants, they order. And then sometimes when I go to a place, everybody's resting because each day is different. But the more interesting parts are when she goes to a town and it's very alive. No? It can be a confusing read because there's so many towns, and if you don't follow the map, like I did not do, no, I did not follow the map, so you can get kind of lost. And then since there are so many descriptions of places, eventually one place overlaps another, and then what stuck to me are the ingredients, normally the mushrooms and the stuff she mentions. So when you read the book, make sure you've eaten because most likely you'll be gouging yourself with food because Frances always talks about food and how they're cooked. I think the difference between how Filipinos and Italians cook, the Filipinos, we put meat and fish in the pasta. So our pasta is more filling. However, the ones I've read here are mostly vegetarian, no? And mostly fruits and stuff, so no meat. So it looks good, but I'm not a vegan, no? I prefer there's meat or at least fish in my pasta. So even if the descriptions look very interesting and yummy, and I want to try to cook them. Since there's no meat, um, yeah, I don't see the point of just using vegetables and herbs. But anyway, that's me. That's my point of view. Um, Funny, the book as it progresses, it becomes more and more kind of a. She tells us of her experience moving from the United States to Italy, and that's a part which can be very tedious reading. Actually, it's very tedious reading. It's in the end part of of the book, and it kind of did not read that part because it was all about her family, the dynamics of her family, which I was not really interested in. I was more interested in Tuscany. So towards the last, I don't know, 50 pages of the book, I did not read much anymore because she talked about yeah, her transfer from the United States to Italy, which I think is helpful for people who want to do the same thing as her, no? Because they need a template to follow, um, and it takes a lot of guts to do that. Because when I read the book, um, she already has money, and then of course she had to repair those places because there are vineyards and there's also a place to stay. But unfortunately, they don't have the trappings of modern life. I mean, like, they have the trappings, but you have to add, um, you know, um, like heating and shower and water disposal, stuff like that. And then, of course, Frances also likes to interior decorate. So every time you read, it's like she's doing some changes in the room that she's in. So it can be a bit confusing because now she talks about this room, and then later she talks about that room, and you can get lost in the discussion because there's so many rooms she's talking about, and there's so many types of stuff she wants to add to the place. So sometimes I don't know if she's talking about one whole building or how many houses is she trying to develop. Is it only one or different houses? So when you read the book, it can be a bit confusing to read. However, she does bring you around Tuscany to the different places. I don't really remember the cities, but she concentrates more on the small towns. No, I think that's what she likes. Um, that's also the template I'm going to follow, but in this case, I'll try to put more pictures, and of course, the video does help. No, if there's a video, um, because as we move through a place, it would be best if the visuals are also there, so that the people can make connections about this place and the video. um, in this case of Frances, she does it in Tuscany. In my case, I think I'll do it first here in the Philippines, in one of the towns, maybe Lucena, and then hopefully if I have extra money, go to Indonesia, no, Jakarta. And I talked about it in another vlog. So anyway, what should I recommend? It's a bit tedious reading. No? The title is nice, Bella Tuscany, Beautiful Tuscany. But I don't think you'll finish the whole book. Just read the parts where she goes around Tuscany, and as soon as she talks about moving, unless you also want to move, but I guess our experiences are going to be different, no? Because it will depend on where you're coming from, and of course, if you have the cash, because moving requires a lot of money and effort. But I would recommend it. I'd like to move myself. However, I have kids to take care of and my mother as well. So I can do that for now, but in the future, it would be best, to try one place, like maybe 1 month in Kota Kinabalu, another month in Pontianak, just feel the place and find the right budget so that I can stay there for an extended period of time and make sure I'm also receiving money, because without the money, there would be no way to enjoy traveling. So, with that, I hope you subscribe to my channel, Writer Coach Tony. The book is Bella Tuscany, again, by Frances Mays. You can check it out. But if it's a travel book you're really looking, yeah, it would be wise also if you check other titles on Tuscany. Please follow me, subscribe to my channel, and also follow me in my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Facebook. Thank you very much for your time. Take care, everyone. Bye.